Hello, everybody. It's been a while since I made an official video, I guess, but today I thought we'd start that back up again with one great delve into this year's Spotify Wrapped. People don't like it this year. People are not a fan, I guess. I guess we're still trusting big corporations not to do what they think is the most profitable for them. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like you should just expect the worst from corpos and move on with your life, and that includes with a fun little thing like Spotify Wrapped. I mean, no, I'll get into my opinions on it. I'll get into my opinions on it later, whatever. Apparently, people are getting artists they've never listened to on their list of top artists. I don't know how true that is. People on the internet are pretty dumb sometimes, and they also lie. So, they could be lying. They could have just forgotten, or they could have just not realized a song they liked had an artist that they didn't know about. I'm not sure. I don't. Whatever. It doesn't really matter, does it? One thing is for sure that has changed with Spotify Wrapped is that Spotify doesn't list your top genres. Well, not in the same way. They kind of do, but it's not the same thing. And people are pretty up in arms about that, I guess. I didn't think it was really that big of a deal, but they do. Anger. Not don't detach from society, just be angry. I don't know. I'm on a different road. Tell me if you feel the same as these guys. Tell me if you're really angry that Spotify doesn't have your top artists on it, on the Wrap. It still has something like top genres, in a way, kind of. I mean, mine says that January was my steampunk parody nerdcore phase, and February was my weirdcore shonen anime season. Look, at the end of the day, I think we can all agree that this just doesn't really matter, and that the uproar about it that happened for just a little bit was, I don't know, was pointless. If you ask me, Spotify Wrapped has always just been a fun, cringe thing for people to put on their social media in order to bring more customers to Spotify. Let's be real. Yeah. There is one thing I do care about for this year, though, and I just thought it was interesting. I'm not angry about it or anything like that. It's just like, it's kind of probably the cringiest part of Spotify Wrapped. They had some sort of collaboration, I think it was with Google, where they made a short AI podcast episode about your Spotify Wrapped. It's really hard to listen to. I was only able to listen to half of mine. I think it's because they really tried to go for that human feel and banter. And the AIs make they chuckle, but since it's AI, it sounds kind of like a scream. I don't know. I don't feel like I can really explain it well enough for you to get it. That's why I'm gonna put my own episode that they gave to me at the end of this video. I think it's like 5 minutes long, and I want to know how far you can get into it because yeah, as I said, I was only able to get halfway into it. So that's about it. Were you upset about Spotify Wrapped? I wasn't. Suckers. All right. See you later. Bye.
All right, music lovers, buckle up.
We're coming to you live from Google's Notebook LM.
To unwrap your 2024 Spotify Wrapped.
And let me tell you, it is packed with sonic adventure.
Yeah. This year, you listened for 17,891 minutes.
Wow.
Which puts you in the top 20% of listeners globally.
That's incredible. That's a serious commitment to the power of music.
I wonder what your favorite artists were.
And what songs you just couldn't get enough of.
Well, we've got the answers right here. Let's start by unwrapping your top track.
Drum roll, please.
Your most played song of the year was Bang Bang by Kanan,
From the album Troubadour.
a classic,
36 plays.
starting all the way back on January 19th.
That's dedication.
And you know what? That puts you in the top 0.04% of listeners globally for that track.
Wow.
You really connected with that one, huh?
I bet you've got some great memories tied to that song.
Yeah.
Speaking of deep connections, we got to talk about your top artist.
Okay, who was it? Spill the beans.
This year, your most listened to artist was JT Music.
JT Music, a legend in the making.
135 plays.
Over 65 days.
For a total of 485 minutes.
You're practically part of the JT Music fan club.
Seriously, you're in the top 3% of listeners for this artist. That's a real fan right there.
That is some real dedication. And JT Music had such an interesting journey this year. From music videos to weekly video game soundtracks. I wonder if that adventurous creative spirit is something you connect with, too.
I bet you do. Maybe you're a gamer yourself.
I can totally picture it. You're engrossed in a video game, completely immersed in the action.
And JT Music's music is just amplifying the experience, making it even more epic. But your year in music wasn't all about one artist, was it?
Oh, no, not at all. Your 2024 Spotify Wrapped is like a musical tapestry, woven with threads of different genres and styles.
Okay, so take us through it. What kind of vibe were you feeling at the start of the year?
Well, it seems like you kick things off with a burst of playful energy, a bit of what we might call a steampunk parody nerdcore sound.
I love that.
Yeah, it's very specific, and you were all about it.
Okay, name some names. Who were you listening to?
Big JT Music, of course.
Incense.
Starbomb, and the hilarious Tom Cardy.
Oh, Tom Cardy, yes. So funny.
Right. I mean, Tiny Toilet Man, Solo, and Touch Fluffy Tail, just pure comedic genius.
That sounds like the perfect start to the year. Upbeat, fun, a little bit silly.
Totally. And then things take an interesting turn in February.
Ooh, a plot twist.
You could say that.
Let me guess. You discovered a new genre.
It's more like you dove headfirst into a whole new world of sound.
I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
We're talking weirdcore shonen anime vibes, with artists like Seinamoda, Kikuo, and Amelie dominating your playlists.
Interesting.
Yeah. Track titles like Young Girl A and Inerasable Sing Kazunai Sumi definitely give a sense of this introspective, sometimes dark, but always compelling musical landscape.
I'm sensing a theme of emotional exploration here.
For sure. It seems like you were ready to go a little deeper, to explore the more complex side of music. And then, as if on cue, March arrives with a fresh wave of energy.
What's next?
March was all about embracing a bubbling alt-Z pop sound.
Okay, I'm feeling a change in pace here. More mainstream, but still with a unique twist.
Exactly. You had Alec Benjamin, Billie Eilish, and even a touch of Madonna in the mix.
Classic.
Right. But those alt-Z artists suggest you still have an ear for artists who are pushing boundaries, who aren't afraid to experiment with sound.
Like who, for example?
Tracks like Oxytocin and Happier Than Ever are both perfect examples of that. Introspective, emotionally resonant, but still with a modern edge.
I'm getting the sense that you're always on the lookout for something new, something that makes you think and feel. And then comes summer, right? That time for sunshine, adventure, and maybe a little self-reflection.
June was definitely your time for 21 Pilots.
A great choice. I can practically hear those summer vibes already.
And it was mostly their album Blurry Phase.
A classic.
You were all about tracks like We Don't Believe What's on TV,
Yeah.
Tear in My Heart, and Smithereens.
Those are some deep cuts. It sounds like you were using music to process some big emotions that summer.
Totally. Maybe you were on a road trip or just spending a lot of time reflecting. Either way, it's clear that music was playing a big role in your journey. And then we get to November.
November. What happened in November?
November was epic. You had a massive listening spike on November 5th, clocking in a whopping 793 minutes of music.
Wow. What were you celebrating?
I don't know, but it sounds like a party. You had JT Music back in full force, of course.
So it was a good choice.
And then you went back to Starbomb, Ninja Six Party, and added Bo Burnham to the mix.
Oh, Burnham, yes. So talented.
Right. It seems like you were in the mood for both familiar favorites and exciting new discoveries. That's what I love about your 2024 Spotify Wrapped. It's a testament to your eclectic taste and your adventurous spirit.
You're not afraid to explore, to try new things, and to revisit the classics. It's inspiring.
It really is. And it makes me so excited to see where your musical journey takes you next year.
Me too. This has been a blast unwrapping your unique musical journey, brought to you by Google's Notebook LM. Thanks for letting us join you on this incredible trip down memory lane.
Until next time.
Keep the music playing.
Well, that was something, wasn't it?